Hello, welcome back to Digital Urim. In the previous video, we discussed the human factor and social engineering. We learned that many threats do not begin with technical vulnerabilities, they begin with people. Now we move into a topic that connects directly to the business world: compliance, privacy, and sensitive data. Because in cybersecurity, we do not only protect systems, we protect information, and that information may have legal consequences. The term compliance means following rules and regulations. These rules may come from governments, industry standards, internal company policies, and they are not optional. They are mandatory. Here is a realistic example. A company that stores customer information must follow privacy laws. If it fails to do so, it may face legal consequences. Compliance is not only technical, it is legal responsibility. Now let's talk about something critical: sensitive data. Sensitive data is information that must be protected carefully, because if it becomes exposed, it can cause real harm. Examples include medical information, credit card numbers, personal identification data, user credentials, financial records. These types of data are highly valuable to attackers because data has value. Privacy refers to the right of individuals to control their personal information. This includes who can see the data, how the data is used, where the data is stored. Here is an example. A company collects customer information. It must protect the data, but it must also use it responsibly. It cannot share it without permission. That is privacy. Privacy is not just technical protection. It is ethical responsibility. When a data breach occurs, the problem is not only technical. It becomes legal. Organizations may be required to notify customers, inform regulators, provide formal reports, respond to investigations. Here is a realistic example. A database becomes exposed accidentally. Thousands of customer records become accessible. The consequences may include legal penalties, financial fines, loss of customer trust, reputation damage. This demonstrates something important: security protects data. Compliance protects the organization. A cybersecurity analyst does not only protect systems, they protect information, and they must understand which data is sensitive, how it must be stored, who is allowed to access it, what must be logged. Here is an example. An analyst detects unauthorized access to personal data. That analyst must document the incident, report the event, follow legal procedures. That is not optional. That is professional responsibility. Modern organizations depend on data, customer data, financial data, operational data. When that data becomes exposed, the impact can be severe, not only technical, but financial, legal, and reputational. That is why compliance is a fundamental part of modern cybersecurity. Today you learned something essential. Cybersecurity is not only about protecting systems. It is about protecting data and complying with regulations. You now understand. Sensitive data must be protected, privacy must be respected, and compliance defines legal responsibility. With this lesson, we complete Block 1, Professional Foundations. In the next phase, we move into the technical world, operating systems. Because to defend systems, we must first understand how they work internally. Understand, defend, grow.